It's just the spirit. The spirit sometimes is fully locked in. That was funny.
That was a grueling but dense stretch of jungle that we just cut through.
It's hard to be not tense when you think about your pops getting fucked.
True.
Yeah, watching daddy get railed.
True. Or doing the ultimate.
Taking it for him.
For the pops.
Yes, we all seem to be kind of running away from that possibility. I feel like none of us even... all of us gave very detailed images of our dads getting fucked, but none of us could even utter a thought about...
I would look at my dad and say, Dad, we're going to go fishing after this, right? Dad.
Am I doing good, Pop?
Fix up the old Chevy.
My dad would be like, no, that's great, bud.
He'd have his foot on my head for something. Why do you put on my head?
Yeah.
Are we recorded? Oh shit, we are. Okay.
I would take it from my dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the last thing he needs.
That's the only right thing to do, bro.
That's the last thing he needs.
Crack Amico, take us. I'm curious. We fucking squandered the opportunity. We got you in the tomb. Like, take us back, dude. What's your life been like? I feel like we didn't even get to know you. We talked about possibly getting fucked in front of our dads the entire time.
Tell us about how you were kind of a locally known rapper in high school and what kind of warped power that gave you.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll start from there and take it to where I'm at now. So I started rapping when I was like 14. I don't really know how I got into it. It was never something I thought I was going to do, but I just started fucking around with it.
Were you scribbling on paper on a bus, by chance?
It was like a smash cut.
Yo, it's funny that you mentioned that because actually I was, I guess, writing early because like when I was like 9 or 10, I used to write these songs in like on like a legal pad. I used to write these songs and they had like...
That sounds a little Joey to me.
They had like curse words in them and I would like bleep out the curse words. And one day like my parents found that shit and I sold my cousin out. I said my cousin did it. But,
did you worry at all that they were going to be like...
You framed them.
Yeah, I framed my cousin.
Were they like, Crack, you have to be honest. Are these your bars? And you were like, I swear, they're Kyle's. They were like...
Your dad's like, they're fire,
You're
Crack.
fire.
My son is actually lit. It's crazy. But yeah, I was writing a little bit earlier, but once I was like 14...
How were you sharing these with people? Were you just up? I mean, you're younger than us. You probably had some sort of easy digital space to put them on.
Yeah, it wasn't like it is now where, you know, it's on everything, but it was... I think I probably started right around the time MySpace was dying and Facebook was coming up.
Wow.
You rode the wave.
But a lot of people still were listening to physical media, like in their cars and shit, especially a lot of kids had old cars. So now that I'm remembering, the first mixtape I ever made when I was like 15, I sold for like $2 and it was all on burnt CDs. And like just at the end of school, I'd stand outside the door and sell them.
Did you get any MySpace pussy?
No, MySpace was big, I think, more when I was like 8th grade / a freshman.
Gotcha.
And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't getting pussy back then. I got my first pussy like 15.
Nice.
Just about.
High school.
Yeah. So I was kind of a quiet kid growing up. My whole family's kind of quiet, kind of weird. But I found that when I was like 14, 15, started doing that shit, started putting it out, and that kind of became my identity through school to the point when I was like 17 or 18, that's what people knew me for.
Now, was there anyone, as you're passing your burnt CDs around the school parking lot, is there anyone that you're hoping will co-sign you? Was there anyone that you thought, like, if I could just impress this person or this group, I'm set?
Oh yeah, I was good because I don't know, like it was like the older kids co-signed it. The older kids thought it was cool, so at that point, even if you were my age or lower, if you had some shit to say about it, I was like, "Fuck you, bro." Fucking
the old heads like
Kevin
the
thinks
old
it's
heads
cool.
are
He's 18.
Yo, was your shit playing in the house parties?
Yeah. We were playing the shit at parties. We were doing fun little battles and shit. And actually, I think the reason that I'm so good and so this sounds douchey now that I said it that way, but the reason that I'm good or prone to making songs about shit is because when I was making music in high school, they approached me to make songs for the football and basketball team for when they like came out.
Ooh, you made entrance music.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As a teenager.
Yeah, and they were.
Did they have a sick montage, like over like a little video for it?
Nah.
It was just on the loudspeakers.
Yeah,
just coming out shittily.
Just on the speakers.
They're playing like an inspirational speech from like one of the players, like the 2003-2004 East Oakdale Bulldogs are unstoppable.
Yeah. Like he was like in a booth spitting bars, and when they're playing it on the speaker, it's like.
And then they fade in the crack Amico.
Yeah. So it was going well towards like the end of high school, and I started getting in more trouble when I was like 18 or so. That was like
for the brand.
The first time I went to jail, and that stepped me up a little bit because people were like, "Oh, he's for real.
He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy."
So what were the hoes like? Like when did the hoes enter the picture?
Yeah, the hoes entered around 17 or 18. I had bitches like trying to take pictures with me at parties and shit. It was like that type of shit.
And then you went to jail.
Yeah, and that actually helped. Like going to jail wasn't a fun experience for the first time, but like
how long did you go?
That time my pops got me right out.
Nice.
I was out in like a day.
Still counts.
Mm-hmm.
You're still on the board.
Totally counts.
My dad actually always got me out of jail. He never let me sit in jail. Every time I went, he would get me out. But the more it happened, the more he.
So you're saying you would get fucked for him?
Yeah. That's where this all comes from. But yeah. So
did you ever talk about like terms of like a probation that you were making up to people? Were you ever just like, nah, I can't. I got probation.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of that.
Oh, like making it up?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I was for real on probation like a few years ago for 2 years.
What'd you get arrested for? I was over here laughing, thinking to myself, if you got caught like masturbating with like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, real quick before you answer that, what was the longest your dad let you sit in jail?
Like a couple weeks.
Okay, so who'd you get caught masturbating
to? I've gotten arrested for quite a few different things, but the first thing was actually this dude. I shouldn't have even got arrested. This dude that I was riding with, we used to always go and like smoke at lunch, and I would always drive. And this dude, for some fucking reason, had like 50 grams of weed on him that day. Nobody needed that much. He just had it, and he was riding around with me. And then we got pulled over. I guess the cops were like watching us do whatever we were doing.
Or just smelling it through the car. That's a lot of weed, dude.
Yeah, we got a...
They had eyes on the brims of our hats.
But nobody else in the car had anything but this dude. And so they took everybody out. They found the shit on him, put him in the back of the cop car, and then he's in the back of the cop car like a dumbass trying to like text people in handcuffs. And they go over there and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They look at his phone and they see my name in there talking about smoking the day before we were like planning it.
What?
So the cop looked at me like, this kid lied. I need to teach him a lesson. So he arrested me for maintaining a vehicle to solicit in traffic, which is a misdemeanor. He charged me with a felony. It got dismissed because it's not even a felony.
And the whole time you're thinking, I can't wait to make a music video of this.
Yeah, well, it was the first time, so I was like kind of tripping. Like I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I'd never been to jail, but once I was out, I was like, this is going to be pretty nice to go back to school with.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sick. Got locked up on 2 ounces of weed.
That's just 2 weeks in a row we've got devastating weed arrests.
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Francis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, they used to like actually put you in jail for an ounce of weed back in the day. It was really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy that cop Columbo'd y'all though. Like just like read a text message that was getting sent.
Yeah, and the motherfucker tried to be buddy with me on like the way to the jail and shit. And he's like, "Oh, so
well, you got the weed."
Like the cop was like, "So I heard you're a rapper, man. What's your music?" Like he was trying to play my music in his car on the way. I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
He was going to use. Yeah, he was going to use it. Yeah, he was going to young blood you, dude. A young thug.
He shot a RICO law, you dog.
Yeah, he's going to young thug you.
Yeah,
that's so you got caught. But you talked about smoking weed on a text. You can't go to jail for that.
Yeah, it's complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you can't even prove that was you. He could have used any name.
He was on a mission, I think, because he felt like I had lied to him, which I did.
What'd you lie to him about, smoking weed?
Yeah, about even being involved with it. I was like, I don't know that. I don't talk to the motherfuckers about the shit they got in their bag before they get in my car.
You were like, make sure you bring the weed with you.
Hey, bro, we still good to do weed tomorrow in your car?
I can't wait to sell it together. Yeah, but
yeah.
So that was some bullshit. But as far as like,
so you go back to school and all like the slutty girls are just like stretching the gum out of their mouths as you walk by, just going, oh my God,
dripping. All the bitches that are destined to have paw prints on their titties are dripping.
They were slowly forming like little fucking goat horns. I remember I smoked in high school. There was this guy who was like a weed dealer, and I was like hanging out with him. It was like, I think my older cousin knew him, so I got to like tag along. And he was just supplying me with tons of weed. And I swear to God, I smoked. He claims I smoked like several grams of weed over the course of the night. And then he tried to charge me like $60 the next day. And I'm like, I thought you were just like being my boy. And he was like, no, you got to pay me for that. I sold that weed to you. I was like, nah, dude, you just gave it to me and I smoked it. I never paid him.
He was like, fuck, get the money up front. Okay, got it.
No, it was crazy. Yeah, he just kept giving me weed.
Note to self. I was like, approach doesn't work.
I like smoked, it was like a big corncob pipe, and I smoked it to the point where I was like literally almost hallucinating. I was watching like a field hockey game. It was the girls' school, dude. That's what's up. But I remember just like, I got in trouble that night. I got caught drinking, even though I was like.
Did you go to an all-boys school at the time?
All-boys school.
Oh, so you're going to the girls' school. That's basically like going to the pet store.
I kept thinking.
You're going to the girlfriend farm.
Dude, I was hallucinating my friends' parents were there. I kept thinking I was seeing them. I was fucked up.
Dude, it's funny to think that this dude is watching you smoke weed like, I'm making so much
money. And I was sitting there going like, oh my God. I was like, this guy's being so polite, offering up so much weed to me.
Yeah.
I was like, who would I be to turn this down? I literally hit my limit that night of like, okay, that's how much you can smoke before you completely lose your mind.
And he was like, I think I found my cash cow.
He thought so, dude. But I'm sorry, Crack, go on. So that was your first arrest. What was the second one like? You didn't learn your lesson. You're back out in the streets.
So I had weird years from like 18 to 20 because when I was 18, I honestly wasn't even like drinking that much. I was just like kind of smoking a lot, and I was getting in a little bit of trouble, but it's the type of trouble like a kid could go to jail when he's like 18 and never go back. But like that didn't end up being the case for me. I was feeling it. People were feeling me. People from other schools knew who I was. Like shit was going really well. And then school ended. And I didn't really know what I was going to do. I eventually wanted to try and go to college where like most of my friends were going, but everybody's leaving. Like everybody's getting the fuck out and shit. So heat from that kind of died. And as that happened, and as
so you're kind of like, damn.
Yeah. And as my environment changed, I was just kind of trying, like my identity was like, fuck, is this like falling apart? And I started getting into hard fucking drinking, which runs in my family. And that was like the beginning of a long, dark period.
Damn.
She's like blacked out for 2 years, basically.
Yeah, I would say for maybe like 6 or 7.
Ooh.
Were you like hanging out, blacking out, or like by yourself in your house, blacking out?
It started out as going to parties and being the guy that like everybody fucking loves and like spit a freestyle, and then going to parties and people like being like, this guy needs to get the fuck out of here. He's ruining shit and pissing on the bed. And then it turned into I'm drinking by myself, and then it turned into I can't drink with other people because I'll embarrass myself or get in a fight.
Damn, I've seen that happen. That's a dark journey.
It's good you got out of it.
What was your favorite drunk fight?
I don't know, man. I'm really bad at fighting when I'm drunk. I think anytime I've been drunk and fought, I think I've lost.
You can't think of your most epic loss or the funniest loss you can remember?
He's got like kicked down a hole. Yeah. Sparta 300.
Dude, drunk people always end up beat up with their ass out. That ever happened to you?
Never anything that bad.
Okay.
Never anything that crazy. But I would say from like 19 to probably about 25, I was just like, my whole thing was like, just getting fucked up, and it just kept progressing and progressing, and then cocaine got into the mix, and it was just, by the end it was getting really, really scary. I didn't know if I figured I was one of those guys who's like a cliche douchebag that's like, I probably never make it to 30.
Yeah. How were the bars? Did you do any albums during this period? Or was it like
That's the thing too, my fucking music suffered. And
really?
And I was still, I never put out fucking garbage, but like, my production was kind of going down. I felt like people weren't checking for me as much anymore. And I think I responded the wrong way to like going to jail and how that made people look at me. I think I started getting in my mind like that I wanted to be more of like a gangster than like a rapper, which I wasn't. So that's retarded.
Yeah.
That's the wrong call.
Yeah. Yeah, so I took a big detour there.
So it did all end with you getting yanked out of a car, masturbating.
Yeah. Were there any elder wiggers that pulled you aside, like saying, like, at this rate, you're going to be carried by 6 rather than judged by 12? Listen, crack. Realize. Get your head on straight. You're going down a bad path.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers with prayer hands giving me advice.
Pointing at their temples and like screaming in your face. Listen to me, little homie.
Yeah, what was your guidance through this whole period? Did you have to figure this out yourself, or were you like getting any sort of help, or where did you get all your insights to kick your bad habits?
Nah, man, I don't have like an older brother or anything like that, and my dad is never. My dad's the type of guy that like he's never even heard one of my songs, I don't think, and he'll be like, he never talks about it. If somebody else brings it up, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, are you still singing your songs?" So like, hilarious. He ain't giving me any fucking guidance.
Yeah.
And I never had like an older brother or anything.
You still doing your hip hops, crack?
God damn it, crack. But yeah, no, I didn't really have any guidance. And that's why I think fell apart so badly.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anybody could tell me shit.
How do you feel?
After getting out of jail, you were like, I'm the man. Nobody can fuck with me.
Yeah, and I think not even from a place of like I really believe that. I think I was more from a place of like this is the mentality I need to have.
You're on grind mode.
Yeah.
You're grizzly. We're talking grizzly. Grizzly. Damn.
But yeah, to fast forward, and I'm sure the more that I do podcasts and the more I talk about this, the more and more stories will come out of like different things that I did and how I kind of survived during those years, just getting fucked up all the time. But to fast forward from being the shit for it in high school and then being a bummer for years and then to where I'm at now is by the time I first tried to get sober at I think at like 25, I'm 29 now. So maybe I was like 26. But anyway, I started this is when I was doing a lot of coke and I started having seizures. And this is embarrassing, but I was pissing the bed every night. Like every night I was
That's
pissing
kind
the
of
bed.
impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
Every fucking night.
Yeah, there should be a plaque for that.
So
Damn,
like,
did you start buying puppy pads for yourself?
I think that would have been the next step if I didn't want to stop.
Yeah. If you wanted to keep the party going, like, all right, I got 6 months of puppy pads before someone notices the smell.
Were you still hollering at bitches at this time too? That'd be so sick to be hollering at bitches and be like, damn, I'm pissed.
I mean, from like I said, I've always been a quiet kid. So from the age of like 14 to even through those times is like, I never got bitches. I never had game. It was the ones that wanted me and liked me.
Yeah.
So that number just fluctuated over the years. It was a lot when I was 18. There were barely any when I was like 23.
Right.
But there was always one little dirty bitch floating around.
True.
Yeah, you gotta catch one of those up in your broom every now and again.
Thank God for them, though.
Fucking dustbuster bitches.
I suppose if I was getting no ass whatsoever, I'd have to make an attempt. But nah, dude, I was a Bert Kreischer. I was a little Bert Kreischer. I was always trying to get fucked up. That was more supreme than pussy to me always.
Getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I always admire those dudes. I knew some dudes. I was always pussy over everything, but I knew dudes who were like getting fucked up over pussy. You know?
Yeah, I admired the pussy dudes.
I had to give it up to them. Like, yeah, that is kind of admirable. You know.
I was very pussy over everything.
Yeah, same.
I was all about a good fucking time. I wanted to have that moment every night where you're in the party and the music's loud and you look around and your friends, you make eye contact and you're like, this is fucking insane. Like,
I got a feeling. You're like, oh, this is our jam, dude. That tonight's gonna be.
That's crazy.
And then you go down extra hard for it.
Pussy is a really good time.
I've only suspected that I've like suspected that dudes were on that, but I didn't know someone was like going full like good time. That's that's actually really admirable.
Yeah, to the point where like you wake up the next morning at whatever time you wake up, you feel like shit, and then it's like 8 a.m. You're like, time to crack one.
Yeah.
Time to crack a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Like, restart the shit. That was the alcohol was the biggest for me.
Yeah, it's a bad.
Yeah, by the way, I was always very well aware of those good time party guys because they help you get pussy.
True.
Yeah, you gotta play with. Dude, we had this dude named Kevin that was like a frat dude on our campus. I always made sure if I was like I took out a chick for the night, I took her to one of his parties. He was just the fucking man.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but I was never a good time party guy. I was never like the guy being like, I don't know, fucking leading the beer pong table and be like, "What's up, everybody?" I was just in there quietly, probably intimidating people by my eyes shaking from how much coke I was on. I'd be like, "This
guy's
so
a pretty
fun."
good time. He's staring holes in people,
grabbing people by their necks, like, "Isn't this fun?"
I want to talk to you about a business.
Man,
that's why I like you, man. You're like digging your finger into their chest.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
So yeah, that's the type of shit that I was on, and
it gave you epilepsy.
Yeah, it's something.
Hey, we all can get epilepsy. Some have higher thresholds than others. Zach, Crack Amico, I'm with you on this, bro.
Yeah,
I think I smoked myself in a very light epilepsy.
Yeah, I was creating. I was crossing some sort of wires. I was fucking up the mainframe, but I eventually was like, I'm pissing myself too much and I'm having seizures, so I gotta try and stop this. At this time, I was living in Greenville, which, if y'all know anything about Carolina, this is where ECU. Country, one of the biggest party schools. I wasn't in school. I was just partying. But I had to move back home to the Raleigh area.
Dave, you had to drop out of not going to college.
Yeah, so or else I was going to die.
You really were Bert Kreischer.
Damn.
I had to drop out of the college town.
Damn. You were new school.
Yeah, so I went back home.
Guys, I'm transferring to reading Wikipedia at my parents' house.
So you took it back to the parents and said, guys.
Yeah, I went back home. My mom, who I had major problems with over the years because of shit that I did, she kicked me out when I was 16. But she opened her arms to me, and I always really love her for that. Because I might not be sober if it wasn't for her. She let me live with her. I cleaned up and got it together, and I was sober for a year. And this was actually when I was on probation. So it was tough because right now I'm sober, but I smoke weed. At this time I had nothing, but I made
completely
it
dry.
Yep,
Gross.
I made it a year, and then I was like, you know what, dude? I think I got a handle on this shit. I could probably just be a guy that has like 2 or 3 drinks at the bar and just chill. 2 weeks later, I'm drinking in the morning again.
Yeah.
Pissing the bed.
Man.
Yeah, there was a lot of wiggers in my neighborhood who reached a crossroad in their lives, and it was just, can I pass my probation officer's drug tests for 1 year? And it was pass or fail. I watched lives blossom and completely blip out from existence in that system.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how much of an amazing mom she felt like after, like, arguing with you back and forth for years. You go off and you go on a bender, your own drugs and shit, and then you come back home and she nurses you back to health with her motherly love.
I was actually getting a little worked up. I was thinking about it. I was like,
dude, she must
so beautiful, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah,
So
that was
nice.
pretty cool. I mean, I don't have like the best parents in the world or anything. Like, I'm not like a Francis Ellis over here or anything like that. But they're pretty cool. I mean, at the very least, they give a fuck what happened to me.
Yeah,
that's good.
And also, women love when a man comes crawling back for any reason at all.
That's the wigger Iliad.
Yeah. You came crawling back to mommy, dude.
Like rehabbing your like drug addicted wigger son, like you feel like a marble statue.
That's pretty sick. That's awesome. You from a parent's perspective.
Dante Alwigari.
Yeah. it's awesome. You let your mom feel that feeling. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I needed it, and it was a rocky road at first because I'm fucking. Anytime you're trying to get clean, you're basically like, you're obviously like a terrible version of yourself when you're fucked up, but you're the worst version of yourself that first 2 weeks getting clean because you have nothing to make you feel good. So you're just that piece of shit that you've created with no good feeling. So you're just a dick to everybody. But we got through it,
A lot of people can't live with that. I know a lot of people who can't stomach that first month of just like really getting the reality check of what their lives actually become, and they're just like, yeah, no, thank you.
Dude, that's what really got me into comedy, because that's when I started looking at my shit and I was like, I've done so much like fucked up shit and like cringy shit and shit that I can never go back on. It's reality. It's what I did. And I just saw dudes that kind of had similar experiences, comedians, like making a joke out of it, and that's how they dealt with it, and it kind of taught me to deal with it in the same way and not take myself so seriously, not be a sensitive little pussy about like words people say to me.
It's a struggle every day.
Dude, my mom is like that with antidepressants.
What?
Like anytime my mom goes on like antipsychotics or whatever, and she starts getting clarity, She's like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fuck this. I'm going back. And then she'll like call me up and say like the worst shit a mother can say to a child.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Sydney, it's your mother. I want you to know I was going through some stuff, but I've stolen a cop car and everything's looking better now.
Love you.
Nah, she says shit more like, what did she say? She was like, one time she called me up and she was like,
Crack's got you fucked up, dude, talking about those open, loving arms.
Yeah, dude, it does.
Oh man,
dude, because my mom's different, man. My mom's different. My mom is like, she's built for war. She's from the hood. She's like, she is war mode. She's
40% mechanized.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Like, and she's mean. My mom is like a mean lady, like one of the most charming people you ever meet.
Yeah.
But to her family, she is mean as fuck.
She has command over reptiles. You don't understand Sydney's mom.
Yeah, dude.
I think I confused Dante and Homer a minute ago, by the way. I want to point that out.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I can already hear the keyboard.
You think a Mr. Right's going to get you?
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Well, I thought it was such a fucking idiot, dude.
Actually, 14th century literature.
My mom once told me when I was in college and like I was like things were going well, and she out of nowhere called me just to start an argument, and she said, "You might have those people at your white ass college thinking that you're smart, but I know you ain't nothing but a fucking bitch."
Damn, you're like Mike Tyson's mom. It's like Mike Tyson's mom.
Dude. It was the most awful shit that a human. It's like one time, I caught my mom in a lie. She was lying to me, and I was like, "Mom,
so you're in a tailspin."
This is why I could never crack. This is why I could never fucking act up because I had nobody to go back to. Like nobody was gonna like open me.
I have a theory. When black dudes get too high, they always go into a nego prison. They always get fucked up and spazzed. It's happening every time I see someone get too high. Every time I see a black dude get too high, they fucking freak.
Crack, this is not a nego prison. I am just speaking the truth of my life, and it's fucked up. I get that.
Canadians get drunk and they do something similar.
This is why black kids that live with their grandmoms don't talk to people about their life, because you can't. Like growing up in middle school and high school living with your grandma, have fun. You can't. You can't.
I'm trying to have fun, dude. It's fucking fun, dude. It's bumping. No, that is a heinous fucking experience.
Yeah.
It's cool. Questioning what you're up to and have like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking insane.
Fuck. It's a terrible experience.
Damn, dude. Well, I feel blessed.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a sick experience.
Crack is
man.
blessed with no stress, dude.
Yeah.
I wish that for everybody.
Yeah, that's fucking. I mean,
but then it does get worse. There does get worse. There's way worse scenarios here, and you go, Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I know someone that was in foster care and got punched in the eye as an infant by their foster mother. And it's like, that's as bad as it gets.
Yeah. That's pretty insane.
That's crazy to have that happen before your brain can even be like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
No frame of reference.
You're just still like, they're still coding you. The programmer's still typing out the instructions. You're just like, okay, you get punched in the eye sometimes.
If someone told me that and I was like,
yeah, but the crazy part is you don't realize how fucked up shit is until you get somewhere and you meet people that like have good relationships with their parents for the first time, and you're like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this can't be real."
Oh yeah,
like hearing people in college be like, "Oh, I can't do that. My mom would be so upset." It's like, you care what your mom thinks?
Yep.
Yeah. What are you obsessed with, mommy and daddy?
Yeah, it was insane to even fathom.
And they're just like, what?
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, do what you want. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to respect them. And they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a devastating thought to lose your children's respect. I fear for that constantly. I go, fuck, man, that'd be terrible to do.
I know. That's why I think my dad would be hesitant to get fucked in front of me. This is the issue I've been skating around this entire time. My dad would be terrified to actually take that fucking for me.
You'd have to take it for him, man.
Yeah.
You got to take it for him.
Can I throw a new scenario into this?
Yes, please.
So it's, would you rather have your dad get fucked in front of you or you get fucked in front of your dad? What if you could make a selection that you don't have to do either if one of you jerks the other off? Or is that worse?
If you call a truce?
That's not a truce. That's worse.
Call a truce
That's a
with your dad?
two-way loss. That's a double loss.
That's protesting the entire event.
That is victory. Yeah. That is victory. You and your dad coming together.
And then, what if they send in a scab to come in and fuck one of you guys? They try to break the picket line.
That is
protesting the result.
Because you have one of those moments you'd be like, same time, son? Like, let's do it, Dad. So glad we didn't get fucked in the ass.
Oh, man. The fucked up part would be finding out which one of you can stay hard through it.
Oh, dude.
I was about to say, what if you had to blow your dad?
What if you're both hesitant and they treat it like an arm wrestling competition and they strap you to each other's dicks?
Like over the top.
So he's got to wrap around your dick, and then an official wraps around to tie him onto your bird, and you get the same treatment.
He holds them both, and then let's go.
And they go, okay, yeah.
I haven't gotten hard in years. Like, Dad, let's go. They're like, fuck, dude.
Okay.
I'm rigid right now.
I guess I would pass on that and still just say, Dad, you better step up here. I really need you to support me right now and fuck this guy.
Yeah, I'd get it.
I go, Dad, if you really want me to do this, I will. But like, honestly, kind of thought you were gonna step up. It's crazy.
Yeah, when that was coming out of my...
Daddy, you're gonna watch me get fucked by a guy?
Oh, they're calling him Daddy.
Help. Daddy.
Yeah, I realized as I was saying that was the gayest one yet.
Yeah, you took it to a new dimension.
What if you both get fucked and you're looking at each other and you're allowed to kiss? Is that a better scenario for you? Well, now that I've said it out loud.
Yeah, what if he like comes in your room and you finds your porn and then you guys blow each other? That's so terrible. Yeah, it is funny. The funny thing about that is people you shouldn't talk about that. And to be fair, it's like you are putting the image into their heads about having oral sex with their father.
Yeah, you can't not.
And it's like, you know what I mean?
You cannot have that image.
I think there's certain people who have, like, I have an ability to say a thing and completely screen the mental image out of my head, but there's people who can't do that. And they go, come on, man, what the fuck, dude?
I always thought it'd be funny to have like a guided meditation in the middle of it. You've got them completely entranced and relaxed. And it's like, just clear your mind of any thoughts. It's not that you need to imagine nothing. It's just imagine not imagining something. Now I want you to completely rest and be ready to just, for anything to walk through the door. And just real quick, there's no time to avoid this. Your grandmother getting out of the shower before she has just hands to grab the towel. And you're sitting on this serenity washes over you.
Have you walked in on an elder naked ever? Like a naked, like a mom, dad, aunt, uncle, great aunt, grandparent?
I think I saw my aunt's neighbor's tits when I was a small child. I think this kid, this kid's
that's
mom.
jarring.
I was over at a kid's house and his mom, I think, showed some titty.
I walked in on my great aunt taking a dump twice. Like full, like grandma level lady is my grandmom's, I think, like sister.
That's got to be heinous stuff, dude.
Bro, twice.
That's got to be a loose sausage.
Twice. I saw it.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Shut the door and it happened again. Like later that summer, I went, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. So
it's fucked off.
When I live with my so first of all, my mom, all the people in my fucking family, they walk around the house naked all the fucking time. Non-stop naked. And then when I was living at my grandmom's house, the bathroom was downstairs, like in the kitchen, right? And they shit with the door open. Okay. So you would be going in to like make cereal in the morning, and you couldn't not see adult women shitting in the bathroom.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So the door would be open?
The door would be wide open because it was like it vented better. Because it was like a really small bathroom and had a window, so you would open the.
I thought girls like shit in the sand and covered it up.
man, oh man! And like
naked women shitting.
So when my one.
That's like the beginning of Max Payne when you wake up and you're like,
insane.
She was shitting again. I knew she'd finished a pot before I'd even woken up.
So here's two crazy things.
The smell wafted through the house. It was oppressive. Yeah. I walked down into the kitchen.
It's a girl shit.
No, they weren't. So they were. So my one aunt, she went out and partied every night. Right?
She had cocaine diarrhea in the kitchen.
She'd be bent over.
Oh my God!
Like with her, she'd like on the toilet, and she'd have her shirt like this in her hand because she needed something to squeeze as she was shitting.
She was trying to get some airflow up in her titties.
Dude, she'd be like lifting up on the fucking. It was insane.
Oh my God!
Comical movie shit you could ever see, and I would see that every fucking morning.
I don't know about comical movie stuff, but yeah, I hear you. I've thinking more like
they were like
very
fat,
dark
they were like
comedy.
fat bastard shits.
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah, for
It's
sure,
like,
for sure.
dude, it was wild. It was wild. I saw that every fucking morning.
Dang.
Dude, it was crazy.
She was taking like,
Dude,
what was her drink of choice?
I don't know how.
Please tell me Incredible Hulk.
But here's
Incredible Hulk.
She wore a bunch of bracelets, right? And every now and again, she would rocking back and forth.
You
and
hear
she
them
was
jingling.
shitting.
They're like wind chimes, dude.
It was fucking insane.
She was a shit chime.
Was she given any like was there any kind of like slow prayers like oh Lord like any kind of
yes? Here's the craziest part. You would here's the craziest shit. So we had like a closet with a bunch of toiletries. It wasn't in the bathroom. The bathroom was too small, dude.
That's fucked up.
So here's
singing gospel songs on the toilet.
No, that was my grandma. That was my grandma pushing out shit. So
Lord, got machine on my. I might be closer to slave music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went there real quick.
I have never been to a black. Well,
yeah,
I don't know black church.
So here's what the black women. Here's what the women in my family do when they're constipated, right?
They go, God damn it, Sydney!
They call you up. You'll never be shit.
No, they listen. They take soap and a knife.
Dude, you told me. Did you tell me this, or I might have heard this from someone else?
I probably told you.
You told me this. Yeah.
Yeah. And they whittle like a little shank. And they wet it and they put it in their ass to get their butt slippery. And so every now and again, you would come downstairs and she would make me go grab her soap.
A sliver.
To bring, the whole bar, a whole new bar. Because you can't use
those are nights you really partied.
You have to have a fresh bar to do it. I don't know.
That makes sense. You know, it's AIDS
dude,
back then.
it was insane. Insane. Yeah.
Holy shit! So you cut the sliver, or you give them the whole bar, and they cut the sliver. What happened?
I just bring them the whole bar.
Sydney, spit on the soap,
away.
please.
Because
So you walk around your little brother 3 times to spit on the soap. Get a turd out of here.
Yeah, man, it was gross.
Damn,
it was
dude.
Fucking gross.
Oh man, this naked lady shitting does sound like a nightmare. That are related to you.
God.
Sounds like an absolute
dude.
nightmare.
And she would shit butt ass naked, and she'd get off the toilet and then walk back up to her room.
That is a nice experience. Shitting butt naked is a nice experience. So I won't take that from her. That is kind of nice. Thinking of butt naked shit is pretty fucking tough.
Yeah, but
I do it a lot.
When you also live with like 3 young boys that are not your son,
yeah, that's fucked up.
You probably shouldn't be doing.
You shouldn't, but I'm saying as the person shitting naked, that isn't.
I say expose them to it early so it doesn't devastate them later on.
Dude, the butthole etiquette in his family was the fucking most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, there was one time my little cousin.
You should call Guinness Book of World Records.
The craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, I was trying to sneak out of the house to hook up with this chick, and I was coming downstairs. I had my sneakers in my hand. I was like sneaking down the steps. My little cousin, who
you just heard.
This is fucking crazy.
Scotty, give me that bar of soap. Scotty, where the hell are you going this hour night? Run around with that little fast tail, Scotty.
Who's down that hallway?
Little fast.
Better go give me that goddamn soap.
One of those fresh little hoes.
So I get all the way down the steps, right? And my little cousin, he's like 4 or 5 years old, and he's in his underwear, like clearly digging up his ass. My grandma comes around the corner and sees it, and she goes, "Ew, let me smell your finger." Takes his hand, pulls his hand out of the ass, puts it up like on her upper, and like makes him go wash his ass.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure what he was up to.
She checked his oil.
Dude, you don't need to smell it. Just send him to wash his ass.
I got to see what's going on. He could have shit his hands. He could have shit in his pants. I mean, it's pretty egregious.
Yeah, it was pretty, dude. It was.
Did she go like, ugh? How did she take the smell
she goes,
of?
Ew. Ew.
I mean, dude, that's grandma of the year, dude.
Yeah.
Let me smell your ass hands. Oh, that's for sure. That's ass.
Yeah. Did she faint?
Wait, what happened with you? You're walking with your sneakers.
Dude, I just went back upstairs and had to fucking consider what people I came from. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, that was like, for me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was like, their genetics are in me.
Oh.
Like, I'm not these people.
It broke the pussy. You're at the pussy was out. The pussy was outside at nighttime. It's going.
Yeah.
Your Winnie Cooper was outside.
And that was it. That was my only shot.
Really?
Because I guess, I fucking turned her down. Like, she was waiting.
Yeah.
And she felt rejected, and she never
couldn't be like, yeah, my
Sorry,
grandma.
2/3 of my household had butt problems. Sorry, I couldn't get a hand job tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're good.
I'll be right back.
For sure.
Dude, we
the
chatted one
bathroom
out of
talk.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab that bar of soap on your way.
Yeah.
I don't have to shit though. It's just number one.
Nice. That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
have to
know.
be.
Do like black beauty supply stores sell butthole grease?
They gotta.
Because I never heard about that.
He just did the same thing he said he does.
Like
That was ingenious,
Yeah,
by the
you're
way.
right.
Hitting your wife with a and letting them figure out their own problems.
Yeah, you're right. They do.
That was in the Q&A.
They do.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, let's give them a taste of
yeah.
the Q and
Give 'em
A.
a fucking taste.
Guys, if you're not getting the Q and A,
let me see. Yeah,
Missing
we'll give
out.
you a little taste because we were
really goofing around in there.
we goofed out big time, dude. I'll go all the way to
That kind of got away from us.
We started from the bottom. We go to the motherfucking top, bro. Do you guys think Joe Biden is gay? Knock it off, dude. Knock
What
it
the
off.
hell?
Yeah.
Someone said my family's Polish. We all have big heads. What are your thoughts on the global historical reset there? What the freak? You tricked me, dude.
What about the Jews?
No, well, maybe not. Maybe I don't know. The Jews and the Polish, aren't they like the same? I don't know what's going on. Didn't they both get beaten up or something a long time ago?
Yeah. I saw one question that said, how do you deal with like getting into your 40s and not being able to do the stuff you could do physically before?
Yeah.
And the answer to that is like, don't start trying to do shit until your 40s.
That's what someone said. That's what you said, or someone said.
No,
Or is that your-
that's my answer.
don't do shit. Preserve your body like
Yeah.
a physical virgin.
Yep. And then in your 40s, you start trying shit and you're like, dude, I'm good at this.
Never jump. Never once jump until you're 40 years old.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say do that. Here's something we can sink our teeth into. What fat bitch race is the strongest? That ties into your video game, bro.
Black chicks.
Best starting class would probably be black chicks. That would be the strength build.
Or Samoan.
White chicks.
Whoa, that you just tossed a crazy variable into the mix.
That's
Yeah.
DLC, dude. No one's including Samoan in the base version of the game.
What's DLC?
You got to download that later. You got to give the team more time to program. Let us just get the game out first. We'll add Samoan ladies later on.
Yeah, fat black lady. Fat white ladies, though, dude. That's
Fat white ladies are kind of weak, dude. They're kind of frail.
Are they?
Yeah, but they're probably pretty nasty at like manipulating like government services.
Like returning things without like returning stolen items.
yeah, they get.
Will your game be like there's a sorcerer character or barbarian?
Yeah, like obviously,
type
like the obese Latina, she'd be more of like a dexterity build.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty clever.
Yeah.
Black ladies would be strength.
You never
build.
really see them pop off. They do a lot of talking
An
about
obese
popping
Latina?
off. Yeah. But they never actually pop off.
Yeah, they're shifty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fair fat white ladies pop off. But you're saying they pretty much meet their
They
rules.
get flattened out kind
get-
of fast.
yeah.
They're all,
Yeah.
And when
speech is cranked up to 10.
when fat white women are backed by a black man, they feel invincible.
That's it. Yeah, it's like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character. When you're fighting a black lady, you're actually fighting, or you're fighting a fat white lady, you're actually fighting her black boyfriend who hits girls.
That's her stand.
He'll jump in.
It's funny because it's like the opposite of do you know who my dad is? Motherfucker, you know who my boyfriend is?
You know who my baby dad is?
Yeah,
Damn,
true.
that almost gives fat white women kind of a strength edge.
Well,
Like if they can bring their
but it only
power
lasts for as long as they can conjure, i.e., suck off this boyfriend.
Yeah,
so there's,
true.
There's a different stat that you're raising to use this ability to its maximum, either both in damage delivered and how much you're allowed to lean on it. I mean, this is basic video game stuff.
I mean, as long as she keep her job, they good.
Yeah, it's almost like a summon.
Yeah, but if you're popping off, you might pop off. Or you might, your boss, they're in danger. Their boss says something, they go,
That is very true.
it's like, God damn it, I'm tired of your attitude. She's like, cuts her eyes.
Ain't my fucking job description.
Yeah, what other races are there?
Fat Asian lady would be definitely, that would be like the alien in Cool Borders too. You could unlock that later.
Yeah, they're succulent. You got to eat those.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be white ladies, black ladies, mommy, really.
That's why you never see fat Asian ladies. They're constantly running around.
Yeah, I'm starting with 3.
People are trying to eat
I'm
them.
starting with white, black,
Yeah, true.
and Latinx.
Could it be like a GTA thing where you switch between the characters?
Oh, that would be nice.
Whoa.
I was thinking, or what are the old games where you have like the whole squad walk and you can like pick one and fight with one? But yeah, having the different story.
Doing like an RPG.
Yeah,
doing a team-based RPG.
Was Streets of Rage like that? Like you could switch in and out?
That was multiplayer, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it was more like Fighting Force. So yeah, we're doing 3 starting classes: white lady, black lady, Latinx, all obese women, and only obese lady attacks and movement.
Yeah, fat black women got man strength. Because they dance more. They they keep their bodies bigger.
They also always win. They have a clear advantage in the hair pull tornado. Where they just grab each other's hair and spin around. They stay on their feet longer.
You think they can find tracks like pressure points? You mean
like to pull the weave right out?
They know exactly where it's sewn into the real hair.
They get a track grip.
That's Fist of the North Philly Star.
Yeah.
Your weave is already taken off. Nani?
Yeah. It's already blowing.
Dude, the videos of fat black ladies dominating their skinny black boyfriends and there's like they beat them up might be my favorite things. Have you seen those videos before?
Oh yeah.
Yo, for real, stop. Yo, for real, stop.
At one point in every single one of them, dude gets like pushed into a wall and he just like puts his shoulders up. Yeah, I love that shit.
Here's a long one. This is about weed and mushrooms. My girlfriend and I recently started smoking weed way more and pretty much stopped drinking. Neither of us have had problems. We just prefer weed. She has 2 boys, 9 and 12, and their dad is against weed, but drinks beer and whatnot. I don't want to start beef as this stoner stepdad because he is a really good dude. The boys did walk in on us hotboxing the garage one night, and I talked to the kids about how weed and mushrooms are superior to alcohol. Swag. They still have
pussy, by the way.
They still have the thought that weed and mushrooms are like hardcore drugs. I don't want to tell them that their dad is some kind of dumbass, even though he is some of those things. He's a nozzle knocker by trade. I want to be country boy. What are your thoughts on the situation? Dude, it's called you're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, that's a fireman, right?
Yeah.
Nozzle knocker, right?
He's not allowed to smoke weed, so that's why he hates it. But he is allowed to get so drunk that it ruins his marriage.
Yeah.
That's the firefighter's curse, brother.
It's like he can't smoke weed, but he can hit women.
Yeah, you don't bother talking about the dad's perspective at all. Just explain yourself plainly and be like, yeah, well, your fucking perspective on this is that of a child, so maybe shut the fuck up sometimes.
I mean, you're the future, he's the past. You know what I'm saying? It's a very modern perspective of him to be like, you know, like this is you drink milk and you go to war when your government drafts you and all that shit. And it's like, yeah, dude, fucking forget that shit. But you have to break it to it's a tough break to the kids. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, Santa's not real. Second of all, the government is bad. I know you guys are 9 and 12.
Although a lot of firefighters are getting into mushrooms. That's something I've heard. A lot of people are figuring. I don't want to ruin it for everyone. They're figuring it out. That, like that's the one thing they're not really.
Hey man, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
The more people who stop acting like they got a fucking stick up their butt, the better.
Yeah, that's
one thing I'll never gatekeep.
I mean, so you got caught hotboxing. Yeah, dude, you just got to tell him, like, guys, it's for real, not that big of a deal. Just don't tell your dad because it's going to kind of blow his lid. But like,
yeah, we disagree on this thing.
Yeah,
me and your dad.
Don't bring it up.
Not your problem.
Your dad drinks beer.
Guess what? Do you want really good presents at both Christmases this year? Play this cool. Don't ruin this for me.
True.
I'm going halves with your mom. Well, I'm going to tell her how much I'm willing to spend.
That's the problem though is kind of like then they can go back to the dad and the dad can be like, they're fucking doing drugs without my fucking kids.
And I say, cool, man, enjoy your one Christmas, which by the way, it's just your dad, so it's kind of a half Christmas because they're not extremely thoughtful with gifts. Enjoy gift card Christmas, dude. Have fun, dude.
Gift card Christmas.
Yo, enjoy your time with your fucking gay ass dad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough sitch. I mean, you have to just stick to your guns.
You unpause your game.
You have to stick to your guns on that one, dude. And you're going to have to go through a multi-year period, and they're going to see the light one way or the other. Some of them may go to the side of fucking the beers and the government paper.
That's why I say no stepdads.
You say no stepdad.
No stepdad.
I agree.
He's doing the stepdad. He is
the
stepdad.
stepdad.
Like, I know.
You're imagining
you'll have no
for your
stepdad
children.
dilemmas if there's no stepdads.
Yeah, but dude, imagine that.
No one will get stuck in dryers.
Imagine some dude fucking breaking in and being like, yo, mushrooms actually rule. And you're like, wait, who are you? He's like, I am the angel Gabriel. I am your stepdad. My name is Gabriel. My boys call me Gabe.
Yeah, it sounds like a great way to get him to like pull up in front of your house and like not even fully park and just get out with a gun.
Yeah.
Have a confrontation in front of your house at night.
Are you smoking fucking nugs in front of my boy?
Chambers around.
Yeah, I guess that's an important
Ted,
question.
chill. We don't have to do this. Let's talk.
Yeah, what would happen if Ted came? Could you fuck Ted up, or could Ted fuck you up?
That's another.
Like if Ted could fuck you up, maybe you should stop smoking weed around his kids.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, but what if it's his house though? His house, his rules versus daddy's home. I'm going my house, my rules. It's like, yo, bro, too bad. My house, my rules.
Dude, me and Ansley walked past this argument in our neighborhood. A dude was staying his wife his ex-wife was living with her new man in his house he was paying for. Mm-hmm. And he was outside the house screaming at them about how he should still have a say on what goes on with his kids at that house. And that this motherfucker ain't paying for and we were like, we walked past it and we were like, what are they talking about? And like stopped and listened for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, it was fucking insane.
You both pretended to get phone calls like, I gotta take this thing on.
He was trying to get on the board of trustees in that house. He's like, I should have voting power.
Yeah, and because he was like, could you keep coming to me for shit? Like you come to me for shit.
Technically, he was at their house.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, if you don't want me having a say, don't ask me to pay.
Yeah, for sure.
Have him pay. If he's going to be the man of the house,
God, what a nightmare.
Have him start paying for shit. Like those words were said.
God, what a fuck.
So he was like, dude, it was like it was like you say, it was this weird fucking strange ground because like, yeah, if he's paying for shit, he should be the man of that house.
Yeah. Also, yeah. I mean, then it's like you don't want to put you don't want to like starve the city because tactically, if he wants to be Machiavellian, he can be like, well, I'm not going to pay. Then you starve the city.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't do
that's
that.
His kids.
Yeah, he can't do that.
Just cheering.
I think he like from the sound of the argument, I think the state was guaranteeing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it was crazy.
Tough. It's tough. It's a tough sitch. Or you can still pay. You could come big boy the guy.
Dude, it'd be nice.
Come palm them like $100.
What if?
Like, come on, bud.
What if you could put baby moms basically on commissary, and you're like, okay, I'll pay it, but it's just going into like how much you're allowed to spend at this one supermarket. Like I know that it's going to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be ideal.
Dude, but
I'm not getting the money out of these ladies' hands.
Mm.
At the point that me and Ansley left the conversation, because I felt like we were so close, we would have had to get involved if it got physical.
Yeah.
He said, I can come in there. It's my fucking house. I'll come in there and drag you out of it and wipe that fucking smirk right off your face. Dude, it was
that's
like,
fucked up. You should never smirk at a dude when you have his kids in your house.
It was
that's
crazy.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew a guy.
You can also tell he's not going to do it because he's telling you why he would be allowed to do it, and it's like you're not. Doing
yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude. I was out there like, do it, dude. I fucking help you. Let's go. Let's go up in there, dog. Come on.
Yeah, you probably were inching closer. And closer. I think they need us. I said, please, for the love of God.
Yeah. Let's go liberate our kids.
You go in there. Someone's taking shits in here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
God, if you want me to fight for my children, please send me a black guy.
Yeah, that's such a fucking nightmare, man. I knew a guy who used to drop his kids off, and like the situation was fucked up. I think there might have been like drugs involved. I think, and he would pull up, and like there would be like a dude, like the boyfriend, like giving him the finger out on like the front steps, like "fuck you, dude." Every time he dropped them off, and he was powerless because he couldn't fight it. He was like, "Dude, I can't. I have to drop them off in there," and I'm pretty sure it's a nightmare. And then I'm getting goaded each time, and I'm like, bro,
I would shoot my wife with an assault rifle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. It takes just a otherworldly amount of composure to navigate these situations.
Yeah,
and it's like, how the fuck?
I can't imagine that period between like you make the arrangement, you drop your kids off, and you coming to terms with it. That must be the most tumultuous like chunk of life imaginable.
Yeah, man. Like, and a dude's going, fuck you, dude. Like some juggalos on the front step being like, fuck off, pussy.
Or just
don't talk shit to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
A smirk would kill me.
Dude, the smirk, like, dude, like, yeah, I'm fucking your woman and I'm raising they're my kids now. But I could kill them if I wanted to.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, they're my kids now. Dude,
by Roman law, I can kill these children.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, and then smirking that at another man.
Bro, it's like, that's why people are supposed to think hard and long and deeply about having sex with people, not going like, I'm getting pussy.
Yeah.
So it leads to a fucking potential nightmare.
Dude, I told Ansley, like, if something ever happens to us, no fucking stepdads. And if there is one, he has to fight me.
I mean, A, that's not going to stop for stepdad.
Dude,
Sounds like you actually just perfected the recipe for stepdads.
No, there could be a stepdad. There could be a stepdad. He has to fight.
Sydney's stepdad bay.
Yeah, but there's this thing called the state that's going to be like, come here, man.
Real
pull
quick,
you out
dude.
the steps and be like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
No,
He wouldn't have to honor that at all.
It's a mutual combat state.
He's going to go, no, I don't want to fight this
He's
guy.
going to say,
please.
no thanks, just going to take
go-
this guy's
he's gonna
wife
go,
down if you don't mind.
Come here, kids. Come here, kids. Come on. Come here, kids. And the police are going to pull you away from this guy.
There's going to be legal documentation on the door that he can read before he steps into my house.
He's gonna throw it out. You can't. No one can say that. Dude, I totally, in spirit, I'm completely with you. Obviously, that is the agreement of every stepdad, like ex-husband type situation. Obviously, you have to fight.
Yeah, you have to.
But
that's the same agreement as like an open relationship. Like, yeah, we decided to open a relationship, and she's been pretty active. I haven't really, I haven't really had time to like finding one myself. That's the same thing. Like, no step parents, especially not without introducing, and then instantly, she's slurping.
What if he can beat your ass though?
I mean, that's what it is.
You're in hell.
So you lost your woman and you're getting your ass beat now?
I'll take an ass. I mean, that's never happened before, but I'm not afraid of it.
No,
I'll do it.
Couldn't be me.
Well, here's another question. This is all of ourselves. We're getting too fired up thinking about just fighting someone on
Fighting stepdad.
just trying to like square up with someone at the bottom of concrete steps. Be like, come on, dude.
With a tricycle behind you. You're like
real nice, dude, in front of the kids. Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding now. Thank you, dude. Real nice.
You both fight into the kiddie pool.
By the way, this is how
tear it
sick the
apart.
Q&As are. This is
Yeah.
So my ex is bi and would say it isn't cheating if she hooked up with a girl because she only likes them for hooking up, not relationships. Really? Why wouldn't you like to be in a relationship with a girl? She said that she wouldn't consider it cheating if I did gay shit. It's a brilliant move on her part. But explained I only like women and that essentially she gets to have her cake and eat it too because she likes puss. His words.
That's so
I
funny.
think if she gets a pass, I should too, but she disagrees. What do you guys think about this?
So you want to be able to fuck guys?
No, he doesn't want to fuck guys.
He wants puss. He wants to be able to dab.
He wants puss. He loves puss.
He's like, we both love puss. Why can't we both step out?
Yeah, I think the dust is still settling on all the queer rules. Queer law is not codified yet.
It's Wild Wild West.
Yeah, so right now it's like, I like both and I shouldn't not have one. It's like, okay, dudes like other pussy as well.
I know. I am.
Well, it's like every other pussy. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair.
It's
But
like,
we have to exercise discipline, otherwise we
But they're
fight
acting
each
like
other
a
on the
plant.
steps.
They're acting like a plant that's getting put in the closet. It's like, I need chlorophyll, actually.
Yeah, but
I
dude,
say you're getting played, dude. She's trying to force you to do gay shit.
yeah, but he's saying, what if he goes, this is my thing. Is it really, if you were to find out that your babe was going out and having just like a real wild girls' night out, it's like, yo, we like ate each other out and stuff. I don't think that would bother me. I think I would just be like, tell me all the. I'd Willy Wonka. You know the Willy Wonka meme where you go, do tell. I might want all the dirty details.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I honestly
yeah,
don't.
but what if it was happening every other weekend?
If it started to inconvenience, well, I wouldn't even care. If it started to inconvenience me, I'd be like, all right, this is bullshit.
Like if they wanted to do it Wednesday
Fine
morning.
line.
It'd be a fine line. You know what I mean? If it was just like, yo, dude, like,
This is when I record the podcast. You can't eat pussy.
that's what I'm saying. That would be.
But you
more
do
like,
also have to, now that she's like being so like declarative about it, you do have to wonder if at some point she's like, and also a little bit of other dick as well.
that, and that I would go, no. I would go, that's obviously.
And
off the
she'd be
table.
like, I hear you, but I'm also going to walk out the front door right now.
and that's you know what? Goodbye.
Now you gotta cut it off before then, because what she's doing is acting off of a double standard and taking advantage of you from a double standard. Like if she's getting side pussy, you should be able to get side pussy. Now if she's bi,
True.
y'all can get pussy together. But if she's
That's
getting
true.
side, why the fuck I can't get side?
Yeah.
So you're saying you got to split it.
that's true. You gotta go 50-50 on the puss.
Split it or quit it.
You get left side, I get right side. Let's go. Yeah, that's actually kind of fair. That's what the one guy said. Make it make a threesome arrangement. Which again though is like, dude, I don't see how you cleanly pull that off though. Even that is like, You're gonna spaz on some new pussy, dude. You're gonna be like fucking your wife, and then you're gonna go, oh, Jesus Christ! Like, oh, it's so fucking weird that happened. Your wife's gonna be going, this is why I didn't want to do this with you. You ruined everything. You're like, fuck. You're gonna fart during the threesome.
Yeah, right. I don't even like being in the room when like women are visiting my wife because I feel like I'm just ruining the vibe.
Yeah, you do want to go upstairs and
you guys enjoy your crystal lights without me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of a cool idea to think about, but the reality of it kind of stinks. Although it's like, I don't know, man. Like you were saying, if she is getting some side puss, is she going to try to fuck another? Like, do you think she might do that? I don't know.
Yeah, because she just got too much. She just gained too much power.
Is that power though? It's like you want to go fucking lick your girlfriend's butthole? Go ahead.
She convinced.
What the fuck? Who am I to stop you? I'm gonna work on fucking leading this household forward. You're gonna, you know.
I'm gonna go talk about fucking my dad with my buddy. You want to eat pussy? That's all.
Hustle for my last name, not my first, bro. I'm watching too much Dame Dash.
No, dude, that's fucked up. If like that's fucked up, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. If somebody else is using your pussy, they're putting mileage on your pussy.
True.
So like either way.
Oh yeah, man.
She's got one dick. She's got your dick, but she's sharing her pussy around. It's not fair.
Yeah,
but like women, like is it really putting mileage on it if another woman is handling it, or is it like tightening it up, like
it's highway miles, but it's still miles.
It's highway miles, but also my thing is, you know, there's no one there. That they got the "be back soon" sign up on the pussy all the time. So then, exactly, be back soon after lunch. They're at the lunch on the pussy. So like, dude, if they just got like, you know, their friend just. You know, obviously a girl who knows how to eat a pussy, probably, I'd imagine, pretty well, is using all of her fancy toys and eating her pussy. You're at home, you're like, sweet, I haven't got any pussy in a while. She's going to be like, yeah, maybe later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe it would be something to get her juices flowing, and she'd be like, yo,
I'm energized.
I'm about to ride out, dude.
Yeah, you might ignite a sexual awakening.
But there was no way. They'd be fighting each other, dude. If girls started like eating each other out and stuff, they'd fight in like 2 days. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would somehow piss each other off during that time. I don't know. It's a tough scenario, man. Maybe just figure it out.
No, my wife's always had gay bitches floating around their friend group. It's just it's endless drama, man.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Imagine relationship drama without a man's mind to be like, okay, some of this is a little bit silly.
Yeah.
It's on an infinite loop.
It's no brakes. It's 2 rollerblades going down a hill with no brakes.
Yeah, dude. Ansley was describing it to me the other day because like when women fight, they go for death.
Yes.
It's like death or nothing at all.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like which is why they freak out when dudes argue a little bit.
Because it triggers.
Because they think oh shit, we're all gonna die. You know, like somebody's gonna die now. Like not knowing that dudes were just like lions don't fight lions. Like male lions don't fight male lions if they have to. You know what I mean? It's like, but female lions will fuck each other up at any moment.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they shouldn't be touching each other's genitals. You're right, Sid. I agree.
It's hard to knock that shit off.
So this guy was saying, I think you meant to say stuck in an 8-hour car ride. You can only listen to one album, which is it? But he actually wrote suck in an 8-hour car ride. You can only listen to one album. So I don't know if he
Toxicity by Britney Spears.
That song over and over. Yeah, I think you're right.
Not toxicity, toxic.
I think you're
Toxicity,
right.
System of a Down. And then that song doesn't make me hard. Toxic does.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very.
Hattie on disorder.
So there's another question.
I mean, if you need to be hard for that 8 hours, Dirty by Christina Aguilera. Get you.
Oh, let's get dirty. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
So if it's 8 hours, I'm assuming you have to replay the album over and over.
I'd go The Wall. I go Pink Floyd The Wall. I can listen to that on a loop. I like it.
That's solid.
It gets fun. It gets like kind of weird.
I'm going to listen to the single version of Who Let the Dogs Out the whole time.
That would be nice. How long do you think you could do if you did a Who Let the Dogs Out challenge? How long do you think you could clock listening to Who Let the Dogs? Who do you think it would last the longest?
Is there money involved?
Just honor. Respect. Just honor. Grit. Also, someone said, is Chinese voice still racist if you're wearing blackface?
I think we found a loophole, and as long as you're actually trying to do a different voice and it sounds like Chinese voice, it doesn't count.
Yeah, you're good. Mm-hmm. You're good.
Like if you're trying to do Darth Vader voice, but you're going like, Darth Vader. That doesn't count. That's you getting James Earl Jones wrong.
Luke Skywalker, what a surprise.
Someone actually has a good point. Do you consider making the tomb feed the entire green screen background? Like the tomb travel as an enormous spiritual presence looming over the pod?
That's a question for Danny. What do you think about that?
It's not a bad idea.
Because of the position of it, you wouldn't see them and you.
Okay, well, it's just a question. Danny, go along with it, dude.
But yeah, sure. I'll do it for this.
Do it starting from there out and see what they really think of that.
So you'll see the A on Crack's app.
True. Maybe. That might be mad.
But also,
no, you're right. That guy's a fucking idiot. Fuck him.
I feel like we're wearing enough green screen now where it wouldn't really matter.
That's true. In the public, it would work better because...
Oh, because we would see... Yeah.
Matt was draped.
Yeah, true. Shit. So I think we covered...
But yeah, I'll make a large ominous present out of the
we
tomb
don't,
if you want.
Danny, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, and I realized I never sent him my loops.
Yeah.
My 3D loops.
Damn, dude, I think we got them all.
Danny gave us the sign.
Oh, we're done.
He signed it's time to get the fuck
bonus
out of
level,
here.
guys. That's what you're missing on the fucking Q&A stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. It's like, oh yeah. That's fine. That's why if you ever had my kids, I'd come to your house and fuck you up, dude. I mean, that is what everyone thinks. I mean, obviously you'd have to fight. It's all you're thinking about is fighting that guy.
You have to respect him.
I just don't understand how you get past it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the only way you can both have respect for each other going forward.
Yeah. Yeah, or just a deepened enemy status, you know what I mean?
Or if you were like, I left that pussy nice for you, didn't I?
Like, say you go to beat this guy's ass and he like punches you as hard as you can in the nuts and drops you. You're going to try to fight. You're not going to be like, all right, this is mutual respect. You're going to be like, yo, I'm going to kill that guy now. It's mutually assured destruction.
If he opened with a nut shot?
I mean, if you guys fight each other, it's mutually assured. I mean, maybe it's going to be like, yo, we're actually boys now. That's fucking sick. We're both fucking my wife.
Respect, dude. Respect. Respect.
It's most likely going to end in a deep enemy situation that only slowly degrades everyone.
Yeah, it's like we both fucked my wife and we both don't like getting hit. Like we're bonded now.
We have so much in common.
Yeah.
You guys could become brothers.
And we both missed a lot of punches there.
What if you were like, let's just hug it out, man. Let's just both.
That I think is the move.
Pelvis to pelvis.
Both override.
If you were able to
kill each
here's
other,
the thing, dude, you need
hug
to
it out.
drop off a little bit of the love that you have in your heart so that they understand what your children need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, unpopular answer. No one wants to hear it. But when that dude starts plowing your wife, you gotta be like, all right, dude, let me break down a little bit of the essence for you if you're gonna be sticking around no matter what.
Yeah. And you just give him like we both want to just rip each other's eyes out.
Yeah.
Let's take all that energy.
And then if he's
fucking
receptive
hug
to it
out.
at all, you escalate it to the point where you get like your ex-wife catches you guys kissing. And you're like, sorry, man, I didn't mean to blow up your whole relationship. That's on me. That's my bad. Well, can't wait to get my weekends back. Guess I'm the only one taking them fishing now, huh?
Well, bros, we did it.
All
God
right.
damn it. By George, we did it, dude.
It was a miracle.
It was. Crack Amico.
Yo, thanks for having me, boys.
Thanks for coming on.
Suck
It's
our
been a
dicks to
pleasure,
all our
man.
enemies.
We got half your life story. We'll get to the other half.
Yeah,
You got just the bad part of your life story.
Were there any parts of Sydney's story that you feel like maybe you could lift and tell as your own? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Make it a little bit darker?
Oh, yeah. People think I'm fucked up. Mm-hmm. If I say I saw my grandma taking a shit with the door open, it's crazy.
It's not that fucked up. I mean, it was
Pretty fucked.
All right. Thanks for everything.